This is X's House. What is up, my family? I have 10 orders to pack and pull, equaling out to $820. The average sale price is pretty decent. I'm excited to show you a few of the items that sold. There's definitely some good ones, so stick around. But I also want to talk about my numbers through the week. I got a little bit over $1,000 in sales this week. 820 of that is from the weekend, man. Let's go ahead and pull the first order, which is actually right here. It's these Adidas right here, and they sold for $29.99. Free ship. All right, and we might as well go ahead and pull the next orders right here. I have two of them. It's gonna be these two vinyl records. One is Tina Turner here, that baby, rest in peace Tina Turner, and Saturday Night Fever. Tina Turner sold for $14.99 free ship, and Friday Night Fever also sold for $14.99 free ship. But like I mentioned, I have a little bit over $1,000 in sales this week, which is great. That is one of my goals. So the goal really is to keep that consistent, about $1,000 in sales each week. And if I could do that for like 2 months straight, I'm gonna go up to try to step up the goal to like $1,500 to $2,000. $1,000 in sales this week with 17 items sold. Average sale price is about $60, which is amazing. That is what I really want. $60 average sale price is a good average sale price. And I'm picking up some decent stuff. Some of the stuff that actually sold, I picked up yesterday, which is crazy, right? Let's go on and go ahead and pull the next order. And it's gonna be back here. It is this curtain rod thing that actually sold for me one time and they returned it. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta deal with returns. That they didn't even open this box, so I'm gonna go ahead and just ship it out right away. And this actually sold for $49.99 free ship. And I actually had to pull the next item from inside. I got it in my closet. Some electronics. I just want to make sure it's straight. But this Sony Camera, which I talked about cameras the last episode like this. This one actually sold for $150. And I'm talking about this I just got yesterday. And it sold in like matter of hours for $150, and I got it for $5, man. Spoiler alert for the video that's coming out soon, but I picked this up yesterday for $5 and it sold for $150 the next day. Let's go. All right, so while we at it, we might as well talk about the best categories of the week. With number one being video games. You already know how I feel about video games, but I got a total of $242 in sales in the video game category. If you find games, you should always pick them up, or not always pick them up. You should at least do some research on them and see if they're worth picking up. But like I'll show you in a few minutes here with one of my sales, you wouldn't even have to look this thing up to know that it's worth a little bit of change, but I digress. And then in the toy category, I got $160 in sales. And like I mentioned before, that's one of the big categories that I really am passionate about. I'm always looking for toys, and sometimes I do pretty good on them. And then again, cameras, that sale right there at $150. Just that sale made that one of my top categories for the week. Let's go ahead and pull the next sale, which is gonna be these Skechers yoga foam sandals. And these actually sold, these are brand new, and these sold for $29.99 free ship. Brand new in there. I think I bought them for $10. So I'm making about $10 on them. Not a big sale, but I'll take it, man. You know what I'm saying? And the next sale is gonna be in here. It's a tiny one. It's a tiny one, this little Guitar Hero dongle, man. You won't believe what this actually sold for. These are my favorite sales. These little tiny sales like this. You see how small this thing is? This sold for $70, my friends. $70. And all I gotta do is bubble wrap this thing, put it in a little bag, and ship it out for like $3, $3 or $4. Man, I got this for, I think I bought the guitar and I seen that this was in there, and this is what's worth the money. And I got the guitar and this for, I think, $5 to $10. Either way, great sale, easy to ship, easy to list, man. If you If you see guitars, you might not want to sell guitars, but look in the battery compartment. Maybe you'll find one of these. All right, the next sale is gonna be actually over here. I didn't even bother taking this clothes rack out of here. Oh man, it's stuck. It's gonna be this Daryl Dixon figure right here, Walking Dead Funko Pop. And this is part of that Funko Pop table that I found not too long ago. I got this for $5 and it sold for $18.99 free ship. All right, the last two sales are pretty big. I'm gonna pull this one right now. It's in this container right here. I'm gonna show you in a minute. It's gonna be this large lot of Lego Bionicles. Yes, I could have probably parted them out, but I didn't want to deal with it because there's a lot of loose figures. And I did not want to play with Lego Bionicles, tell you the truth, man. I got 3 bags full of stuff. That sold right away, man. I just recently listed it like a day or two ago. Matter of fact, I listed that yesterday and I started getting messages right away. I already knew that somebody was gonna pick it up because somebody that messaged me trying to get me to lower down the price, and I told him straight up that I just listed it and I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit before I take any offers. Right after that, somebody paid the full asking price for $150, which is what I'm talking about, baby. And the last sale is something that I've been holding on for a very long time. When I first started reselling, I found some sealed Super Nintendo games, and I've had them listed for just about a year, man, and they haven't sold. Actually, two already sold, but I had those listed for about $60 a piece, and they sold pretty much right away. I paid $20 for all 4, so I'm happy to say that all of this is profit, man. Let me go ahead and pull this, and it's actually gonna be right here. It's one of my gems, man, and on my shelf. But it's this brand new sealed SimCity for the Super Nintendo, man, with the stickers from Walmart, man. It was $2.96 at Walmart at one point, man. This is a relic, man, and it's a little crushed, and it does say it on the listing, but this thing sold for $212. It's not exactly what I was asking for. I had it listed for $250 and I accepted the offer of $212. But at one point I had it up for like $500. That's one thing I'm trying to change with this new store. I'm not trying to really hold on to much things. I'm just trying to get rid of stuff, man. I'm trying to sell stuff. I ain't trying to hold on to stuff. But there is some stuff like jerseys and clothing and hats. You know your boy loves some hats that I will be holding on, but that's stuff that I'm going to be wearing. Well, I'm not a big collector, and that's most of that stuff is for sale in my eBay store. Link in the description, man. Oh, man. But that's the last sale, man. Like I mentioned before, I am very excited on how the store is going. $1,000 this week. Hopefully I could do that next week, but I'm not gonna hold my breath because there was some high ticket items that I've sold this week and especially this weekend. But I am gonna continue to push on, man, with my goal. Like I mentioned before, my goal is to hit $1,000 a week for at least 2 months. But that's going to be it for today's video. I got to go and pack up all this stuff. Until next time, make sure to stay on your grind and make that money, baby.